It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Checking out Cleveland, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And with a little bit of time here before tip-off, I'll kick off a topic. Defense, as we know, a key to winning basketball. Kenny, talk about the hallmarks of a great defensive team.
Well, first there has to be an anchor in the back. And if you have an anchor in the back, then all of a sudden you can start with containing the basketball and denying those open lanes, because you know if they try to get to the rim,
welcome, everyone, to the Golden State, Oakland, California, the home of the Warriors as they prepare for an Eastern Conference opponent right here. Welcome to the NBA for this Friday afternoon broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Thompson is out there with Kevin Love, and it's Irving at the 1 spot. Here's Green, plays it up and banks it in. Green's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Warriors.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
And I really have always felt Draymond Green was one of those unique players. I mean, he kind of a tweener in terms of that small forward, power forward at only 6'7". But he's got toughness. The long arms enable him to defend bigger guys. And also the basketball IQ. You can never discount the importance of understanding what you're doing when you're on the floor.
Now here's Curry, and that one's good. Curry's got his first basket.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
James, a stupendous finish in traffic.
And with Draymond Green, he can defend inside. He can cover on the perimeter. I mean, his versatility at both ends of the floor also a huge asset. And you can't have a higher basketball IQ than he does. It really helps him excel at all facets of the game.
Warriors on D. It's a three-point game. Outside Irving from the arc. It's hauled in by Bogut.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Curry outside, can't get it to go. Cavaliers go the other way with it. And there's J.R. Smith on the assist by Love.
Fire that pass down the court, guys. I mean, that's the best way to keep the fast break moving.
The drive by Thompson. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
James with it. Now Green defending. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Curry's got 5.
You know, basketball can be a thing of beauty, and the Warriors show just how gorgeous ball movement can be last year. Every possession looked like a well-orchestrated concert. It was incredibly fun to watch. Not so much fun, probably, to coach against.
Here's Smith. And the layup falls.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Curry against Irving. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Tristan Thompson. First personal foul, team's first.
Here's Thompson. Off the inbound pass. And he gets it to go. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
and good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Here's Curry, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
The three from LeBron. James with another miss. Warriors leading by 4. Inside, Barnes. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Curry with another miss.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Irving drives in. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. He can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed. So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
And you know, Kyrie Irving really ambidextrous as a ball handler, because you can't play him to one side, and he's ambidextrous as a finisher too. He's so creative and crafty. Terrific at the rim with both hands.
And the Warriors with some changes. Spates checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. Then for the Cavaliers, Mozgov. He's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Jones comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Smith. Now here's Curry. He's got 10.
And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
And here's a little-known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
Here's Dellavedova. The Warriors making the shot. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Here's Livingston. They get the rebound. Tries again. They shoot again. And Green with the lay-in. Green's got 5 now.
Their defense just hasn't been able to slow them down.
And that's a big reason why they're trailing, surrendering too many easy baskets.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Back to Curry. Mozgov with the block. And that will be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Warriors lead by 10. And don't go away. And Steph Curry, a player within the gym range, he told us about his comfort stretching the floor.
Anywhere 5-6 feet outside that three-point line, if I have a dribble, if I catch and shoot, if I have a good look, I think Coach allowed me to take that shot. And
I was going to say, Greg, how big must that hoop look to Steph Curry? And tough to guard might be the understatement of the day.
I mean, he is just an insanely great shooter. I mean, arguably, I don't think there's an argument. He's the best shooter in the world. The argument is whether or not he's the best shooter ever. And listen, I can imagine there's very few times that Coach Curry is not going to allow this splash brother to let her rip.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
You know, it's been a great display of team basketball here thus far.
5 guys, 5 fingers working as one. Just beautiful team basketball on display for these guys.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Harrison Barnes is out there with Festus Ezeli. Then there's Barbosa. Then it's Thompson, and it's Clark in at the point. The Cavaliers have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And the first one drops.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job.
Andrew Bogut checked in for Leandro Barbosa.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
To the middle. Knocked loose. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Thompson with the ball. And that one's good. Barnes. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Here's Clark. J.R. Smith making his last shot. And that one's good. And the Warriors lead by 11.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Making a change here. Green's checked in, and then for Cleveland, Thompson comes in for Channing Frye, and Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And Shumpert kicks to Love. Thompson passes to Love. Irving from long range. Out to Shumpert. Lets it go from deep. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Warriors leading by 8.
And now one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
Nice D from Bogut.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Barnes kicks to Green. Bogut dishes to Green. Bogut the pass to Green. To the inside. Thompson. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2. Not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to the bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs as a bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower, didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Rush comes in for Barnes, and Curry subbed in for Ian Clark.
That's his second personal foul.
Love kicks to Irving.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Second chance shot, and he gets the bucket.
Really, the defense has helped. To stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Irving against Curry. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 6, and the bucket from Smith. Smith's got 4 points in the quarter. The Warriors have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. It's Curry outside. Some solid defense there from Irving.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
He's been anything but his usual. Self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Klay Thompson was lights out in terms of shooting. Clark, he has never had a problem knocking one down.
Well, the first player in league history to notch 500 made threes in his first 3 seasons in the league. That is remarkable.
Spates checked in for Golden State. Iguodala comes in for Brandon Rush. Cleveland also making some changes. Mozgov, he's checked in for Love. And James subbed in for Smith. Count that one. 9 points for LeBron.
And we've seen him do that before. Batter a defense by just exploding to the basket.
And so it's Golden State with it.
And for Thompson, his three-pointer was his calling card early on. But I love the way he's expanded his game every season. He's become a very good defender and broadened his offensive game as well.
Warriors leading by 5. Down low. Iguodala the pass to Thompson. Some nice passing by Golden State. Green, no luck. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
You know, and speaking of Thompson expanding. His game. He's also come out of his shell a little bit. Very quiet early on, but he has gotten more and more comfortable in the league and becoming more outspoken.
Hacked on the shot, and he'll have 3 chances at the line. Early on last Last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level, was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova comes in. For Kyrie Irving.
And with Curry winning his first NBA MVP award, he played the fewest minutes by an MVP in league history, mostly because his team was up by so much he got to sit a number of fourth quarters.
James. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Some changes for Golden State. Azili's checked in for Green, and it's Barbosa in for Steph Curry. 1:04 left to play here in the second quarter. Barbosa with it, now guarded by Shumpert. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And with Curry and the MVP, there was some pressure with Harden. Relatively close voting, but Curry was the clear winner. Hard to argue with the season he had, leading his team to 67 wins last year.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
.54 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Spates. And Channing Frye gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. As you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball.
And again, LeBron missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Stripped it away. Now the Warriors moving it up. And stolen by LeBron.
Clock is clearly on their side.
Exactly, and they can hold it for the last shot, and I think they will.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. And the first half is now in the books. Warriors ahead, up 8. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. It was all about Golden State as the game got going. They led by as many as 12 points, fueled by tough defense and great offense. After a solid quarter of play, they held a 10-point lead. And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get under.
Third quarter about to get going.
Curry has been all sorts of trouble for him. 12 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the center filling out the middle.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
And guys, last season, Klay Thompson made his first All-Star trip. Overall, Clark, his game took a huge leap forward.
Hey, I agree with you, Kevin. And a big reason for that, I think, was his spot on Team USA. Playing the way he did and with that group really lifted his confidence.
Excellent point. Curry dishes to Barnes, takes the 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. For 3. But they get it back. Love goes in, drops in the short one. Love's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Cavs. Curry kicks to Thompson, and stolen by James. Here's Irving, and there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him.
Kyrie Irving.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. It's Curry outside. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Irving with it, picked up by Thompson. Irving can't hit.
Well, that's a lot of bricks by them early in the second. Only 1 make on 5 tries so far in the second half.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
Kyrie Irving made his first playoff appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Bogut kicks to Barnes. Golden State moving the ball around. Thompson from long range. Another 3 for Golden State. Speaking of Irving's star status, last season a signature shoe in his name. I see, in fact, that you and Clark are wearing them tonight. That's always a big deal.
Kevin, that's an elite club to be in. Only the true superstars get that kind of status. He certainly got the flash to go with the substance.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And guys, nice to see Bogut out there given all the injuries that he's had to overcome in his career. Just glad to see him at full strength.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Outside Irving, fires the three, and he gets it to go. Irving's got 9. You know, and Bogut, as I recall, Clark was so distraught by those injuries that at one point he thought he might retire.
Yeah, he gave some serious thought to packing it in after the 2013 season, Kevin. Luckily for his team, though, he worked through it and is as strong as ever at the defensive end.
And here is Irving. After the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 9 points with the basket from Irving.
No three-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
Took him no time at all on that one. 21 points for Steph Curry.
What a special performance this guy's putting on from long range.
Well, that has been his shot today. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Now Curry, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Curry passes to Bogut. The three, and Stephen Curry another three. Curry's got 24 points.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
From deep LeBron, and that's collected by Bogut. Warriors leading by 13. From deep, Green, and he gets it to go. Green's got 8.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep. And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
Curry can't get it to go.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
It's stolen by Green. Shoots. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Cavaliers trail by 16. Irving from long range. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Bogut's got his third rebound tonight. You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comeback. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
And the Warriors making a change here. Rush is checked in, and the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Amon Shumpert's checked in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Bazili's checked in for Green. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston. In for Steph Curry.
Cavaliers timeout.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
He's been aggressive looking for a shot, but without much success. It might be time for him to take a step back and look to help the team in other ways.
Barbosa with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Livingston dishes to Iguodala. It's stolen by Smith. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That is his first foul of the game. The Cavaliers trail by 18. Rush with the steal.
And that's just a careless play, and part of the reason right now they're trailing.
It may not sound like a bunch, Greg, but those turnovers are cumulative. Already 5 points given up off turnovers this quarter.
Mozgov with the bucket.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Well, the Cavaliers shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Smith, no good. Warriors leading by 16. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's deflected. The Cavaliers have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're two. For two. And the first one drops.
Taking 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. There's 21 seconds left in the third. For 3. Livingston, no luck. Shumpert. The Warriors pull it in. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's Livingston. The shot no good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Warriors lead by... And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know.
Maybe on that rap and pay the bill. Not even a little bit. Oh, Lord. Know yourself, know your worth.
Warriors leading by 14. The Splash Brothers are the guards. Iguodala and Green are set at the forward spots, and it's Spates in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Well, the Cavaliers shooting 40% from the field. LeBron, that's a two-pointer. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
The Cavaliers trail by 17. Dellavedova kicks to James. James with another miss. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. From deep, Green. That drops.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will today.
Yeah, the defense struggling to take that away from them.
On the wing, Irving. Looking to end his cold spell. Misses off the right iron.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Thompson. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The Cavaliers have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Irving drives in. Great D that time from Green.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, the D, though, just enough to bother the rhythm on that one, Clark.
They get it back.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply. Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him. He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half, still bagels in the second. Well, and this run really triggered by their transition offense.
And you can see the momentum swinging now. They've gotten a huge boost of energy, and now the offense starting to click.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
And Andre Iguodala, guys, one of the most unselfish players in the league. I mean, that unselfishness for me, too, is what was put to a test last season as the former All-Star was asked by his coach, Steve Kerr, to come off the bench for the Warriors. And you know what? He did it without complaint, putting the team first.
Clark, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. James Jones, who's checked in for Love. Jefferson comes in for LeBron. McRae's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova, and it's Williams in for Irving. McRae, and he can't stop the run as he misses. And for Iguodala, some have said he's unselfish, Clark, to a fault.
Yeah, and you know, a great athlete and ball handler, I think he could be much more aggressive looking to attack off the dribble. He's really unique, though, a player who puts his emphasis on the defensive end and does a really good job at that end of the floor.
Curry passes to Thompson. And the Warriors miss again. Cleveland's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. McRae, and they cash in right away with the quick shot.
They're simply living and dying from behind the arc in this second half. And I don't think that's the way to go here. They're trailing. The three-point shot can be used. They've Got to balance it out.
Now Jones, after the missed three from Stephen Curry.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
Andrew Bogut checked in for the Warriors. Barnes comes in for Ian Clark. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Jones. James comes in for Richard Jefferson. Smith checked in for McCray. And Irving subbed in for Mo Williams. Cavaliers shooting just 34% from the floor. Irving for three. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to James. Thompson in the posts. Covered by Bogut. Irving for three. That doesn't go in either for Irving. On its way from Curry for two. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket. Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Different look here for the Warriors. Azili's checked in for Bogut. Rush comes in for Green. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And then for Cleveland, Mozgov comes in for Thompson. And it's Iman Shumpert in for J.R. Smith. Here's Irving from deep. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 5 rebounds tonight.
No doubt the quarter just not going his way. Still scoreless.
From deep, LeBron sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Here's Livingston. His three-pointers off the mark. Livingston's gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Curry. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
Yeah, but Clark, the other thing that sticks out for me, the number of assists they made over the course of this game.
Spates checked in for Golden State. The Roracle, or Oracle Arena, was rocking last season, and with good reason. The Warriors would finish a league best 39-2 at home last year.
And how about that 39-2 record put them 1 off of tying the best record ever in the NBA. That record, by the way, belongs to the Celtics with 40 wins back in 1986.
Now Barbosa after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Lets it fly. But they get it back. Mozgov kicks to James. Cleveland the rebound.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
Here is Livingston. Shot from the top of the key. And the officials call a traveling violation. And here is Williams. From deep. The shot, no good. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able to really help out your team on the offensive end. What enabled such a big night of productivity for you?
You know, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job of finding me when I'm open, so.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. No matter what they threw at him during the second half, it seemed like he had the answer and was able to find all the shots he wanted.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their stuff.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.